Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name's Bella and it's time for your weekly reminder that you are worth every second of effort that you put into yourself. I'm super excited for today's video because we're going to be talking about makeup, not just skincare, another thing that I love. And specifically, we're going to be talking about local Filipino beauty brands that make both high quality and affordable makeup. Local beauty brands have been killing it over the past year. There's so many launches that look so promising and interesting, and I've been tempted to buy each and every one as I see it on Instagram. But today we're gonna focus on the products that I've tried and tested and that I use almost every day for a daily makeup look. So let's get started. The first thing I do whenever I do my makeup is keep my hair out of my face. I have so many baby hairs and they just interfere with makeup application, so I just put these hair velcros on. Are they on? Yes. First, let's talk a bit about skin prep. Now I have a combination skin type. I have an oily T-zone that breaks down makeup over time. I try to choose products that will lessen the oiliness as much as possible. I don't like mattifying products. I don't appreciate how flat they make my face look. So I just use skincare products that will make me look a little bit dewy, a little bit more healthy. First, we're gonna go in with a primer slash moisturizer, and today I'm using the Banana Slush Moisturizer by Strokes. This is a product that grew on me. At first, I was intrigued by the prospect of having banana in skincare. And when I ordered this and it arrived, I was a little disappointed that it didn't smell like banana. But it still smells pretty good. It smells like a floral bouquet or something like that. And I really love the texture of this on the skin. It's silicone based, but not in like the slippy, weird kind of way. It just makes your skin feel really soft and velvety and well prepped for makeup. And I just apply that all over my face. And I take extra care to apply in the areas that do get dry, which are my under eyes and the center of my nose. Next, I go in with SPF. And we're using another local beauty brand's SPF today. And that's the Skin Protect Brightening Sunblock SPF 80 by Lana PH. Now, I don't know if this is actually SPF 80 or not, but it has both oxides and a chemical sunscreen, but the physical sunscreens are in a higher concentration in the product. It does tend to leave a bit of a white cast if you're not careful, especially on the eyebrows. So you just have to make sure that you spread it properly. And I still do wear a separate sunscreen, even if my makeup has sunscreen in it already. You should still be using a broad spectrum sunscreen. The good thing about this sunscreen is it doesn't sting my eyes, which is always a win in my book. And yes, you should be applying sunscreen on your eyes. And then once it's spread properly, I go in with a tissue and I just wipe my eyebrows because I don't want to be having any white eyebrows. Now, another thing that I do if I want my makeup to last the entire day is I will spray a setting spray before I use any makeup products. So the setting spray that I'm using today is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Now, this is not local, but it is the one that I prefer to use just because it does help my makeup last a bit longer. So I just spray on top of my skincare. And I let that settle for a bit, let it dry. So now that skin prep is done, we go to the actual makeup. Now I usually do my base first. Gosh, it looks kind of nasty, but the base that I really love is the Co Active Skin Tint, and my shade is Hazel. It's nice because it has a very moisturizing formula. It's basically like a moisturizer, actually. And it has SPF already and tint. So I usually just use one pump of that And then I apply it like I would a moisturizer. I just dot it all over my face. I'm really not a full coverage foundation kind of person, just because a lot of the ones that I've tried in the past made me look too flat, and that's the look that I really hate. I want my skin to look like skin, but better. I don't want to look like a doll or a ghost, so this skin tint is perfect. And I'm just gonna buff that in with a buffing brush and bring it down on your neck too. But as you can see, it's like the perfect shade. It really just does look like my skin. And I don't mind if there are like a few blemishes poking through. I actually prefer it that way. I like a really light kind of coverage for my skin. Now that that's all blended, we're gonna go into brows, and the brow gel that I use is also by Issey & Co. It's the Brow Refiner in Ash. I apply on the outer 2/3 of my brows first. Whatever else is left on the applicator, I use to define and neaten up the center of my brows, the part that's nearer to my nose. So I just like to keep my brows looking natural and feathery. Especially since they already look so thick, I don't want to be doing too much to my brows because it gets crazy really fast. So brow gel is perfect for me. Okay, now we're moving on to eyes, which are my favorite part of my face to accentuate. And first we're gonna go in with a little bit of cream eyeshadow, and I'm using the one by BLK Cosmetics. I'm using the shade Gorgeous. It's their Intense Color Liquid Eyeshadow. I just apply a little bit to just the very center of my lid. Just like 1 or 2 taps is enough for the whole eye. And then I take my, where is it? My eyeshadow blending brush. And then I just keep it close to the lash line. And just blend it from side to side. Just because I don't have a whole lot of real estate to apply eyeshadow with anyway. Like, my eye is very close to my eyebrow, so I like to keep my eyeshadow really simple. Okay, and now I'm just blending it out a bit. And I'll do the same for the other eye. Okay, and that's all I do for shadow. Next, we're gonna go in with eyeliner. I'm using another BLK Cosmetics product. I'm using their recently launched waterproof liquid liner in brown. Now, I lost my taste for black liner over the years just because I realized that it looks really, really harsh on my face. Brown liner is the way to go because it gives you that little bit of accentuation without looking too harsh. So what I do is really simple, and it's a Korean makeup technique, which I really, really like because I used to do the American way, which was a lot more liberal with the eyeliner, and I realized that it didn't look good on me. So I'm just gonna apply eyeliner on the outer 2/3 of my eye, and I'm just gonna follow the natural lash line that I have, and I'm just gonna extend it or make a flick at the very end. So I keep the liner as close to my lash line as possible. There. So I just kept it as close to the lash line as possible. And without much effort, it actually looks pretty nice, right? So I'm gonna do the same for the other side. Okay, just repeat the same technique. And I'm not super concerned about it looking symmetrical because the two halves of your face aren't symmetrical anyway, I guess. That's a good excuse as any to be a little bit more carefree with your eyeliner. Okay, next I'm gonna curl my lashes. Okay, so the way I curl my lashes is I kind of start at the base, press, and then I curl the outer lashes first by slowly moving towards the end of the lashes and curling upwards. I do have really stubborn lashes. Mine are like the stick straight Asian lashes. So I really do have to pay extra attention to curling them or they're just gonna fall later on. Okay, and when I'm satisfied with how that looks, I move on to the inner corner and I just kind of curl it, angle it upwards so we get the stubborn lashes inside. Okay, then I repeat that for the other side. Same thing. Curl outwards and upwards. Curl your lashes up to Jesus. And you know what? You don't even, oh shit. Hey. You don't even need an expensive lash curler. I got this like 2 years ago at Landmark for only like less than 100 pesos. And it serves me just fine. Now, we're gonna line my waterline, and I use the Issey & Co. Eyeliner Duo in dark brown again, because we wanna keep the theme of the dark brown eyeliner look. And I use the waxy end to line my waterline, just because it's resistant to water, so it'll last longer. So I think it's really important to line your waterline because it makes your lashes look thicker. Oh shit, an eyelash. No. Here, now we'll do the other side. Okay, now that we've lined our waterlines, we're gonna move on to mascara, which is my favorite part because it makes my sparse but long Asian lashes look even longer. And my favorite mascara is the Curl Fix Mascara by Etude House. Now I know it's not local, but this is really the only one that will hold the curl of my lashes. I've tried so many mascaras and this is the best one. Okay, and again, we're going with the dark brown color to keep things monochrome. And I just wiggle it first at the base of my lashes and curl upwards. So can you see the difference? Mascara is so good. Like if I could only do one step for my makeup routine, it would definitely be mascara. Okay, now that's my top lashes done, and you can completely skip this step, but I like to put a little bit of the remaining mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't know why. We all open our mouths when we apply mascara, as there is scientific reason for that. But it's so hard not to. I don't know why. So I spend the most time of my makeup routine on my eyes. And now that eyes are done, everything else will be easy breezy. So after eyes, I usually do a little bit of contour. And the contour that I like to use right now is the one by BLK Cosmetics. It's a contour blush and highlight palette. Again, for a really affordable price. It's still a warm contour shade, I have to say, but it still works with my skin tone. I'm still in the market for like a cooler contour shade, so if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I have like a really wide face, like it's square, but I have high cheekbones, so the way that I apply contour is I accentuate the high cheekbones by adding a shadow here. Blend, please, blend. And take a little bit more, and then I want to bring back my jaw a bit. So I add shadow here to de-emphasize my jaw a little bit. That's basically all I do for contour. Let's do the other side in a similar way. So you look snatched. If you have a similar face shape as me, you know the struggle. It's like baby face, but it's also like wide. Now, I go in with the blush shade from the same palette. I really like it. It's a cute, like, cool peachy pink almost. So I just tap a little bit. And I've been liking the sunburned e-girl kind of blush lately. So I apply that first, like, if I look straight ahead, I apply it where my eye is. And then I bring it up here and towards my nose. Okay. And I'll do the same thing for the other side. Find where my eye looks when I look straight ahead. Oh, forgot to add more. There. And then blend. Blush actually contours your face too, so you have to take care where you apply it. So now you can fake a little bit of a sunburn, even though all of us are stuck inside. And after blush, I like to do a little bit of highlights, just because I'm a bit extra like that. It's not necessary, but it does make you look really dewy. So the one I'm using the most often nowadays is the Clisora Prismatic Luminizer Pressed Highlighter in the shade Space Girl. I like the shade because it's like, it has like the smallest glitter, so it looks the most natural. And I apply that to the high point of my cheeks, my nose, and the tip of my nose too. And kind of blend it in with my finger. Makes you look, can you see it? It was probably not translating well on camera, but it's the kind of highlighter that looks really nice in person. For lips, I keep things simple with a lip gloss or a lip oil. I am not the type of person who likes MAC tints or matte lipsticks just because my lips get so dry so easily, and the cracks or like the natural lines in my lip become even more emphasized when I use those kinds of products. So I learned my lesson, and now I stick to gloss only. And the one I'm using today is also by Issey & Co. It's their Hydro Gloss in the shade Bikini. And I just apply one layer of that on my lips. And we're good to go. It is a shimmery shade that I really like. Isn't it such a nice, like, orangey-ish shade that goes well with a lot of Morana's skin tones, I think. You don't need to do this last step, but I do like to spray some setting spray to make myself look extra dewy, and the best one for that is the MAC Fix Plus. I just use the original one. And you just spray. And let it dry. And that's my everyday makeup look featuring local beauty brands. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed watching the video. Stay safe. Oh shit. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.